political analyst Scott Hughes is here. Fallout from the last couple of weeks of political controversy in Shreveport. Now, specifically the mayor's race in about a year. Anything at all?
This was a bomb that went off and had collateral damage everywhere.
Tell me.
I think that mayor's office, albeit she's trying hard, she's going to position herself as this is her job. She did her job. I think she and her administration come off very suspect because in the end, they lost the overall vote, and they also probably have lost even more confidence with at least some citizens of Shreveport who already were upset on streets and water and sewage, and now you have this. The other big damage of this would be Mr. Bowman. I think many people were seeing Mr. Bowman as a potential candidate who might run for the mayor's race, which is probably why he decided to take a walk on this vote. At the end, it's very suspect why he walked out.
Told us it was, well, I had to get to work. I had other responsibilities, and my thought was on one of the literally most important votes in the history of the Shreveport City Council, you're not around.
Well, and apparently he had a limited work engagement because he shows up later that night on the local TV station doing a live explaining his vote. And so I'll take him at his word. We'll see what voters do. But people that watch politics notice when an important vote comes up, and it's called taking a walk in politics. Mm-hmm. And it's believed he took a walk.
I had a friend who is a local political official say this weekend to me that they think that Miss Ollie will be less damaged politically by the fact that it was voted down than she would be if they had started construction. Because now, in their theory, there's nothing substantial, nothing concrete that an opponent can point at and say, stuck with this boondoggle, where in a year or so, the theory is, well, she can always say, I had a vision and it was turned down. And there's nothing really to point at and say, we are burdened with this.
Well, and I can agree with that. In a sense, maybe she was saved from, tremendously bad damage. At the same time, the race for mayor is next fall. And so had this passed, or if it still does pass, Ollie, there's still a chance the Phoenix may rise out of the ashes on this project. And so Ollie and City Hall could still redeem themselves if they can find a way to bring the team here without that public $30 million investment. So that could still happen.
Did they hang their hat too much on that arena, literally telling the NBA, the Benson family, corporate realty, everybody involved, we really don't have a decent place for you guys to play, and unless we build this new arena, it's just not worth it because Shreveport kind of sucks.
Well, and I think that's the big gamble. In the end, it became more about the project than it came about the actual reason we were having the conversation is, should Shreveport be the host site for a G League basketball team, a minor league sports team? It became about this huge project, and I think that's where people, from the mayor's standpoint, it becomes another nick in her armor as these things start mounting up. Now, the flip side for Ollie, I don't think this necessarily changes the landscape around the rest of the race. There wasn't, as we say in politics, a white knight that came riding in to save the day. This was just the average Joe citizen that rose up, and this was political pressure for whatever reason. A lot of it may be things that we won't even ever hear about behind the scenes. Clearly, something happened. We believed going in it was a 4-3 vote. Ollie believed going in it was a 4-3 vote. And so something happened to flop at least one council person. And don't think that all three flopped. You really only have to flop one council person in a 4-3 vote, and now you're 3-4 the other way.
And
smart politics says now run to the citizen side.
You bet.
So something happened that made one of those council members decide, I can't go for this now. And that may have changed political careers.